College sports saw another record year of NIL deals for its student athletes. Name, image, and likeness contracts first became legal in the state of Arizona in July 2021.
And now, as Ethan Tuttle reports, the pressure is on universities to retain players by ensuring they can cash in on some of these lucrative deals.
There is no way that you can be taken seriously by today's student athletes if you don't have some sort of NIL program at your school.
Collegiate programs from all across the country are beginning to reap the benefits of having some of the nation's most elite level athletes. But with athletes able to profit off their name, image, and likeness, there's a new price to pay. Athletic programs need to establish NIL collectives that pool various revenue streams. Sun Angel Collective President Jeff Berg knows how hard it is to get a collective off the ground competing with the already highly funded schools.
When we started out with no website, not a whole lot of information out there, certainly no printed material, no executive director at that time. And so it was just us reaching out to our network and to try to encourage some initial folks to write some large checks so that we could get off the ground.
Those checks cleared, helping Sun Angel Collective get off the ground this past August. Ever since, the collective has helped a number of student athletes grow their personal brand. Board members decide how much money players will earn off of their respective deals.
We can have some conversations with coaching staff to get an understanding of where maybe needs are, but they can't really tell us, this athlete, I want to earn X dollars. So our board is really critical in making those determinations.
Some ASU student athletes have been able to set up NIL deals outside of the collective and are also pursuing endeavors on their own, something the collective encourages.
Athletes can go out and get their own NIL deals. They can create their own merchandise. If we're able to piggyback on that and help from our platform share what they have going on, we're happy to do so.
One student athlete on the football field is his own agent and has been taking advantage of his new opportunities both with the collective and outside it as well. Jalen Conyers is known for making touchdowns on the football field, but he also makes slam dunks in the NIL space.
I think that's one of the biggest things about NIL is for me, I have a podcast now on my website. I go to a bunch of events where I get to talk and see, kids, or I get to talk just about my experience with playing college football. So I think that's just one of the coolest things about it is just getting to do that and build my own brand.
Jalen has learned a lot about operating his own clothing line and website since it opened up last year. And as hard as it can be to find a deal, sometimes it can be just as hard to stay on top of managing it.
I think sometimes the hardest thing is just, being careful what you sign and stuff like contracts and stuff. Obviously, if you're working by yourself, if you're in that space of where you're working by yourself, and people can try to take advantage of you sometimes, whether that's they make you sign for way less than they were told or whatever. So I think for me, it's just about being careful and just, just establishing a relationship with whoever I am.
With millions of dollars already on the table for some young student athletes, Jalen just hopes that the coaching staffs and the athletes themselves remember the importance of earning it.
Some college in that mindset, hey, we're going to give you $10 million in the next 4 years if you commit here, instead of, hey, come see if you like the school and then come earn it and earn your money. So I think that's one of the biggest things is going to be a part of NIL is having to earn it.
With players more in control and brands making more investments in college athletes, experts project the NIL market to reach $1.4 billion in the next year. In Tempe, Ethan Tuttle, Cronkite News.